welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Florence. So this is a kind of a restart from the attempt I was doing for first come first serve. Obviously I've lost that. Not sure who I'm going to play. Some people wanted to have me play in Europe. And we'll try and figure out what I'm going to play in a few minutes. I don't know what type of nation I'm really in the mood of playing right now. That's the thing. Been doing a lot of Venice, so this area is kind of oversaturated right now. Castile and Portugal obviously are going to change in the next patch. I don't really know who I want to play. I don't know who I want to play. I didn't realize the Crimea had new ideas. That's interesting. Oh, they have AE reduction. That's strong. Boy, they could turn into quite a cavalry powerhouse, couldn't they? Core creation cost. Wow, if you get going, those guys as a Khanate would just rampage over the Russian region. Now I'm trying to remember. What is the... There is a type of government formed for the Cossacks, I believe. I'm trying to remember what it's called. I think it's the Hetmanate. Not that I really want to necessarily jump into playing one of those, but I'm just kind of wondering what that involves. Okay, so the steppe nomads have a great government, as does the Mongol Empire, as does Gondwana. Interesting. In India. Interesting, gives you fort defense. Very interesting. Satsrida, interesting. Yeah. Well, what do you get? Play the Orate Horde? I mean, I could try and push to see if I could form a Mongolia one, but I'm not sure. I'd have to fight China again, though. Ugh. Okay. Plays the Orate. Does anyone else have any countries they want me to try and do? I mean, I'm fine with playing around in the world. I just want to play a nation one can do well as. It's always disheartening when one loses a game like that, because it was only going to get worse. I probably would have survived till the end of the game, but yeah, not too fun. Also, where is... Curious. It said Gondwana, right? I have no idea where that actually is now that I think about it. Thought it was in this area. Oh well. It's worth poking around. Terra Marina as Riga. Riga. Whatever can get the most achievements. What could get the most achievements? I don't actually know offhand. Probably a European nation that expands outside of Europe. I don't actually know. What are Riga's ideas? Development, defensive. I can't say I've ever played them. Ethiopia take all of Italy? Burma regions would be interesting. Never really messed around there. I could try and work on trying to do the, what is it, the Great Tonggu Empire, own this whole region by 1500. That could be interesting to see how it goes. I don't actually know how I'd pull that off, though. That would be the only one I'd be able to do in the region, though. Honestly, all the achievements are weighted to like really specific countries in Europe, which isn't excitingly fun. I could try to do like Sons of Carthage as Tunis. Do all the pillaging and raiding as these guys, but would that be worth it? It'd be really boring to watch, though. That's the problem. Oh, Gondwana in Burma? I don't think they are. I think they're somewhere over here. The Daviad ideas aren't bad, are they? Oh. Yeah. I don't really know what achievements I want to try and do. Pretty much everything runs me into conflict these days with Russia, the Ottomans, or China, it seems, in all my achievement runs. Which is extraordinarily frustrating when one thinks about that. Let's see. I should just pick an achievement and go for it, right? I shouldn't be just wandering around. It's not exciting to watch. I was just expecting to do better as those guys. I do have achievements to do as Ethiopia, so I could do them. Yeah, a lot of my stuff have to do with Russia, or they're boring ones like Victorian 3 as the Victorian Lake Nations reach Tech 32. I mean, who wants to watch me do that? I've got the Sudanese expansion as Morocco conquer the Niger and Sahel regions. I could work on that. That one takes a while, but it would be doable. Yeah, I guess I could. Should I do a horde? I haven't played the horde on their new stuff. I do have quite a few achievements as Korea, actually, to get if people want to see that. But then again, I have a lot of horde achievements as well. Ugh. All the achievements I've got now are hard ones, which is never fun. I've done Take That von Habsburg. Yeah, it was really easy for me because I got a personal union over Austria 5 years into the game. It was ridiculous. You know what? Why don't we try for Prince of Egypt? Starting as Florence, form Egypt. I don't know how exactly to do that, but that would be a fun one to do. I get to expand, conquer, and play one of my funner nations. Let's do that. Let's try Florence and go for Prince of Egypt, which probably is going to mean beating the Ottomans. Oh well, yeah, let's give that a try. Florence, Prince of Egypt. I'll try for that. I'm just not in the mood to play Ethiopia. Sorry, Average. I'm just not in the mood to play Ethiopia right now. Not with all the struggles you have to do to fight the Ottomans. It's a bit easier if you're in Europe to fight the Ottomans, so. Yeah, I can't form Italy. Yeah, I can't form Italy. So I do have to remember to do that. And the Pope already hates me. I don't know why. Every time I play as Florence, the Pope always hates me. I've never played a game as Florence where the Pope actually likes you. Maybe that's just the way it's designed, but it's infuriating. Looks like you're going to be my only ally for a while, eh? Yeah. Okay. Let's rival Ferrera, at least. Ferrera, Antua, and the Pope themselves. I'm going to pass statute and restraint of appeals, since... Should I? I don't know. Yeah. What do you guys think about statute and restraint of appeals? Because as Florence, I do get the +2 papal influence, but I'm pretty sure the Pope is going to hate me till the end of the game, which I'm not looking forward to dealing with. On the other hand, if I start with that, it does give you quite a few stability bonuses. Yeah, I know. If you repeal it, you get a bonus. Okay, I'll stay with what I got for now. Let's do neighboring countries. We're going to be allied to Milan, which is a pretty strong start. Plus, we're Florence, of all people. Florence is pretty powerful as it is. I will fabricate claims on the Pope, but I have a feeling they're going to immediately ally up with everybody who hates me. Ferrera. How strong is the Pope? The Pope has more troops than I do, so clearly I'm not going to be fighting them for a while. I don't think we want to try and stay in the Empire, but we'll use the Empire while we can. Let's get... yeah, we'll focus military power, but I'll take instead a... Oh, I can't really do much there. Trade-wise, okay. Florence is level 2, Pisa is a level 1. At least you start out with good income as these guys. Could be a lot worse. Let's cancel that, because we want to fight these guys eventually. Problem is, everybody around us, I either have to fight the Pope in Hungary, or I have to fight the Pope in Utrecht, or however you say it. Yeah, if you want to average, you can try and make some fan art. I'm not opposed to that. Okay. Use protect trade, really? You think that's worth it? It usually is way too expensive. I'll try it though. So that's plus 0.4. So if it doesn't give me more than 0.4, it's not really worth it. Okay, it did. That's worth it. I'll happily take that. That's definitely worth it. I'm gonna hope to get a tech or 2 lead before I actually end up fighting someone like the Pope. Let's claim that province. I think I can, in fact, I can reform to Tuscany if I wish to, which would switch me into a monarchy, be at least away from a republic. I think if I can get there, I almost want to try and do the Sortition, because of how strong it is on Venice. Although I don't know if it's the same strength in non-Venetian countries. That would be terrible if it was worse. Oh yeah. Okay, I'll get the prestige guy. I don't have a prestige guy. Maybe he died? Let's take my trade ship here and put that out there. The other ones aren't that useful, but... let's get a claim on Moderna. I hate the fact that Hungary instantly allies these guys these days. It makes it a lot harder to expand. That's honestly the problem with these guys, is just expanding from your starting position. Let's ally... Who are you less likely to die to? You've got Savoy. Let's ally you. And I can't ally them because they hate Milan. Okay. Oh, get the advisor from the estates? I can't recruit anything right now from the estates. I can get this guy, but it's not really that worth it. He's only 25% cheaper, so it's not worth it. Plus, we've already used up all the monarch point stuff for now. So now we just sit, wait, and try and get a massive tech lead. Hopefully this guy doesn't die too soon. I mean, I could technically switch into like a trade republic or the ennoble elite, but pretty much as soon as I can, I'm going to want to form Tuscany. Tech 10. Oh, how am I going to expand outside of this starting mess? The Pope is so powerful in Italy. Especially because there's no really way to expand as these guys. Yeah, Genoa's got too many allies. Savoy's got too many allies. I suppose I could try and take on Provence if they weren't allied to France. Oof. Half the time my games playing as Florence don't ever go anywhere because of the alliance between northern Italy and the southern ones. I don't think it's worth switching government forms right now. Not right now. The 10 corruption would just kill my economy. On the other hand, I can also get plutocratic ideas. So it might be worth, as soon as I can get to that, to enable them, because you don't lose them on government switch. I could still have plutocratic ideas which are really strong on a monarchy. That could work. Let's just improve relations with nearby people. Unless I got... Ugh, Serbia, not what I want. I'd like Austria, ideally, but... that's not going to happen. No, I'm not going to switch to a merchant republic for that. I'm going to stay with what we have for now. On the other hand, I could do what I like to do, which is take innovative ideas on Tuscany and double stack the tech decreases. Possibility. Plutocratic would probably be worth starting with, though. I'm hoping we get the Renaissance in our capital. Not that we really need development, considering we start out with, you know, base 28 and a 14 and a 15, but still. Would be nice. We have been officially excommunicated. Lovely, 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 because the Pope hates me. Ferrara, Utrecht. Utrecht is not really a problem. Ferrara, on the other hand, is, as is the Pope themselves. Well, if we can get a 2-tech lead military, I should be able to wipe them out. Yeah, I'm hoping so. No, this is where my merchants started. Ooh, +2 base tech in our capital. That is worth it. Level 30 development now. That's not bad. Plus we should be able to trigger build to force limit if we need a little bit more strength in a war. I do need a better advisor though. Well, let's just tech up, get a tech lead, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do. I might try, if I can, to get good relations with Savoy. Oh, this guy's still around. Let's keep him in office as long as possible. Obviously, because his ideas are amazing. Let's get that. A little bit more innovation. Defender against Aragon, defender against Castile. Well, those are two wars that I can't get involved with. I suppose I could try and beat up Aragon, but that's not worth it. We'll see. If Genoa is forced to ban their trade league or annul treaties with Austria, that might be an expansion chance. Yeah, the reason I'm thinking I might start plutocratic though is just because the sheer amount of morale and other bonuses it gives you, and then for my second take innovative, because I'm not going to be able to expand too much, at least initially, even with an AE reduction. At least that's the logic in my head right now. Otherwise, yeah, influence would be amazing. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, I'm trying to do Prince of Egypt. We'll see how it goes. The other one was just not going well. I don't know why I couldn't get into the game. Yeah, I might as well hire that guy. Get a little bit more gold overall. Because it's not... They do boost your income a little bit, so it's worth hiring those type advisors over the other ones. I'm pretty much... Oh, I can actually ally myself to Austria. Awesome, I'm joining the whole Austrian alliance network. Very cool. Can't do anything with you, of course. Can't do anything with you. Really can't do anything with you. These guys hate each other. I'm just this little bulwark between two really hostile cities. Okay. We should be getting pretty close to being able to, yeah, get admin ideas. Yeah, we're going to see if I can do Prince of Egypt. I'd like to do that. Plus we have 6 innovation, which is kind of cool. We're going to try and get that as high as possible because of the slim benefits it does provide. Okay. We're focusing military. If we can get to level 5, I think, before the Pope and everyone else does, we'd have a pretty good shot at beating them. This Pope really sucks in terms of military skill. This guy has no military skill, so that's 2 of my enemies I don't really have to worry about. Umbria should be annexed in a little while anyhow. Okay. We have everything going for us for the chance for it to appear in our capital. Probably won't, but you never know. Right now I'm allied to these guys. I'm not about to attack them. As does Siena. Siena doesn't though. Whoa, what's going on here? Okay. Yeah, Venice would aid these guys. Oh, how annoying. I can ally myself to Savoy though. Building a little bit of a Northern Italy alliance for the moment. I'm hoping I'll be able to call them to fight the Pope or Ferrara. The Balkans have just collapsed. Look at this. Ragusa on the expansion, Venice on the rise. Hungary on the rise for the moment. I think they went, yeah, Hunyadi for the moment. Countries, and then we'll keep spying on the Pope. The reason I'm allying them now is because I want to get up the favors so that I can use them to break the Papal Alliance. If it was just the Pope on their own, I'd fight them. If it was just Ferrara on their own, I'd fight them. But the 2 of them combined, it's rough. Plus, Savoy, Milan, and Austria always tend to survive. Very rarely do I ever see Milan or Savoy die, because they're allied to each other, and usually France or Austria. Unfortunately, we are excommunicated, but there's nothing we can do about that. Well, the Renaissance hasn't spawned and it's been a year. And Burgundy died and Austria just inherited tons of land. Okay, Austria's value as an ally has just shot up considerably. Yeah, once I get 2 techs on the Pope, I'm probably going to try and wipe him out. Or at least, ideally, I'm not going to be able to take Rome, obviously. At least not for a while, but I'd like to take at least 2 or 3 of their provinces. Ideally, I'd like to take this one and just divide Italy in half. See how that works out. The other thing to watch out for is the Iberian Union. I hope it doesn't form. Why is... Both Castile and Aragon are both trying to kill Navarra. Poor Navarra. Poor Navarra. They want nothing to do with all this. They just want to live their own little lives and trade with everybody, I guess. The Pope has allies. The Pope's real only ally, of course, is Ferrara. So yeah, I'm lucky in that sense. I just want the tech. Level 5 mil tech, of course, is huge. Then we'll go try and beat them up. So I'm going to cheat here for 2 months, I think. And I'm not going to actually take a ruler for a while. We go 1 month. We want a military one, of course. 2 months. I think we can. We can't get away with 3, can we? Okay, military commander. I also should be able to talk to these guys and get a general. Yeah, that's better than what I had. How far away are we? 100 monarch points. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and take out them. We'll do that. We no longer have excommunication on us, which is nice. Of course, that'll change as soon as the Pope gets around to excommunicating us again. Yeah, there'll be a race. I'm going to try and wipe out Ferrara first, then I'll go for the Pope. Unless I can take out the Pope's armies, but I doubt it. Okay, how close are we? Oh, we are very close. Let's do this. Okay, come on. Come on. There we go. Strengthen that. Oops, wrong thing. We will go offensive infantry, because that's better. I didn't max estates. I can't really max estates right now. I only have 3 provinces. Once I get more provinces, I can max states better, but till then, you can't really do anything. Tlemcen has rivaled me. Okay. Cool. Okay, we are going to declare war on the Pope. We are going to say we want that province. We're going to invade Siena. Hopefully wiping them. Ah, their army got away. Darn, this is... Shoot. Well, I think I've lost the war. Well, that was a very fast game then. Yeah, we're dead. Or not. Wow, okay. My army's actually won that. Whew, that was lucky. That was very lucky. No, it wasn't speed 5, it was that I didn't see them move instantly. Speed 5 is really the only way to play this game. Otherwise it's just so slow. Ugh, I can't stand playing on any speed other than 5. Even 4 is slow. Part of the reason I don't love multiplayer games in this, because they all run at speed 3. It's annoying. Okay. They're going to actually outsiege me, aren't they? All because of stupid salt. Okay, well, let's go fight the Pope again. And we lost. Okay. Well, that was a very short game. Game over. We can't win the war. Huh. I guess Europa's not my game today, huh? 2 defeats in a row. They got Miltech 4 between the battles. Oh well. Maybe I'll raise Mercs. Do it that way. Yeah, I probably have to use Mercs to win. Ugh, I hate using Mercs. Such a bad mechanic in Europa, really. If it was balanced, it'd be cool, but it isn't balanced in the slightest. Oh, actually, wait, I'm not dead yet. Aragon has gotten involved in the war. I have a shot. I just have to take out Ferrara before the Pope comes back to kill me. No, I didn't lose to Speed 5. I didn't lose because of Speed 5. I lost because of Fog of War. When I gave the order to march into Ferrara, they had already given the order to march out. And since the Italian territories are so short, as soon as you move from Romagna to Ferrara, it's locked in. You can't make a difference. It's like a 1-day travel time. Ridiculous. Anyhow, we're going to peace out Ferrara, and then we'll win the war. Just gonna take some time. Plus we're gonna fall into debt, but that's okay. No, I'm not gonna vassalize the Pope. Vassalizing the Pope is one of the dumbest decisions you can make if you're playing in a small country in Italy. The Diplo rep penalty it gives you is just too huge. Maybe once I conquer this area I can go after the Pope, but for now I just want like 12 development. I wouldn't be under it. And we did not get Renaissance. Where did the Renaissance spawn? Venice. That's frustrating. I have yet to ever get the Renaissance to spawn in a land I actually own when I play Florence. Okay. The debt is very steadily growing, which isn't good. Unfortunately, Aragon is going to occupy all these provinces on me. Oh well, we'll steal one province from Ferrara, I guess. Then the war's probably going to have to come to an end. I suppose, yeah, I can't really do much with that. I could vassalize them for 48 overextension. Do I vassalize them? It would be another... No, I shouldn't. I should just take land. Take land, annul treaties with Hungary. I'll leave them allied to the Pope. There we go. One province gained. Austria is going to be annoyed with me, but that's the way it goes. Actually, I could go and try and... Oh, can I not get Utrecht out of the war? I can't. Oh, I guess we'll wait. Pay some down some of these loans. Probably fire this guy. He's not really needed when we're even wars. You can still get excommunicated if you vassalize the Pope. It's actually happened to me. It is infuriating, but it can happen. Unfortunately. We don't really have much to do at the moment. We are kind of just waiting for this war to be over, which it will once the Pope's capital falls. Nope, can't get there. I could... No, I can't even get to Avignon. Interesting. What are you going on and on about there? You're spamming all these languages. Don't do that. I will call Lucca to the war. Oh, that's not under control. Ugh, annoying. We'll lose the Republican tradition for now. This guy's not too good anyhow. Tech. How long does it take the Pope to lose a war? The world may never know. Where did Lucca's army run off to with 6,000 troops? Oh, it's stationed on mine. Ugh. Stop stationing on me and go do your own thing. For once I don't want my ally to be in the war with me, really. Yeah. One thing we got going for us is that we are certainly going to get the Renaissance rather quickly. Okay, the Pope should be leaving this war reasonably soon. I assume it's first the Pope, right? Yeah. Surprisingly low war score, actually. Oh, now I know where the Pope's army went. Pope has been busy conquering Aragon itself. We'll spend the Diplo power. Recruit them as spies because we're already going to go into debt. We are very much in debt. Wow. He's not really who I want. Land leader maneuver. That's okay, I guess. Ooh. My ruler is a genius general. Okay, we can get to Utrecht. So let's go for them there. Hopefully with a good general and everything, we should be able to take it and then get back to actually beat the Pope. The Pope can't fight Aragon, so... But apparently our Ferreira joined the war. It must have happened really early on for them to still agree to support a losing cause. Oh. Well, that's convenient. I was beaten there by Aragon. Well, let's just siege it and maybe we'll do that. I guess it's nice. Average. I guess it's nice. Ooh, come on, Pope. Just leave the war. They can't win and they know it, but they're sticking with it. Let's do republicanism. There we go. Get a little bit more Republican tradition coming in early on. Pope wants a white peace. No. Okay, so that means Aragon left the war. Didn't actually take any land, though. Weird. What'd you get from that war? I don't think Aragon got anything from the war. I think it was a white peace. That's weird. Maybe money. Kind of disappointing, though. Yes, I can see your posts. See the posts. I'm just busy. I can't keep watching all of the comments constantly. It's much easier to read comments when I'm not at war. Come on, for it. Please fall before they actually take over my lands. Come on. You can do it. Oh my gosh. Well, at least we got one fort under control there. Gosh. 28% chance of taking the fort, and it's been 3 rounds and still no luck. I bet they're going to take the 35. Yep. Oh, nope. I actually took it. Cool. I thought they got the notification, but it turned out it was me. There we go. Some nice money. Now race down there to save land. That's annoying. Yep, figured they'd leave. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, that's the Prince of Egypt. Form Egypt as Florence. I cannot form Italy though. I can form Tuscany, I just can't form Italy. People were very quick to remind me that Italy is a late game tag. There we go. Victory there. I should be able to catch the Pope's army, possibly? Yes, or at least part of their army. Yeah, siege forts, provinces, that whole mess. How do I want to do this? Ideally, I want to kill that army off, but let's occupy the war goal, so at least have a ticking war score going. Oh, what's the title? Oh, yep, sorry, I messed up on Egypt, thank you. Thank you. There we go. Problem solved, not province solved, problem solved. There we go. Let's, oh, that's a bit of a problem. Extend the loan. Come on, there you go. You know what, let's just do this the smart way. There we go. Problem solved. Lost the siege of Avignon, what a surprise. Okay, we'll take that. We'll go plutocratic, even though we're going to go as a monarchy, just because it's a really strong idea group. And let's beat up the Pope's military. Should be pretty good now. Unfortunately, I can't get control of Urbino or anything. I have to siege it all down. War taxes. How many troops do I actually need to siege that? Not a lot, actually. Okay. Let's get back sieging Rome. And then hopefully we can figure out something here. Still spying on the Pope to get an additional reduction on sieges. I always forget to do that, so I'm happy I'm doing it this time. We are officially out of manpower. Okay. Luckily, I don't think there's really going to be anybody who's going to come kill us at the moment. Pretty much everybody else around here likes me, other than Mantua, who's not going to get involved. Or Mantua, probably more accurately. There we go. Rome has fallen. There we go. 99 war score versus the Pope. I could get them as a vassal. Would annoy people. Could take Rome, but that would definitely be a coalition. How bad would that be? That would be bad too. Let's force them to... Can I cancel their... I can't cancel subjects? That's weird. Huh. Why can't I release Urbino? Oh, unless they're... Are they an independent? Oh, they're independent now. Oh, okay. That makes life a little bit easier in the long run. Well, I guess I will take the provinces I want. Yeah, I'll risk that. There we are. That way I can kill Urbino later. Let's get the claim on Rome itself. Cancel that. Outraged countries, because everybody's going to be very unhappy with me. Tlemcen. Raise autonomy as usual. And we should be in good shape. Pisa starts out assigned to the burghers automatically, so I didn't have to do anything about that. Okay, let's pull troops out. Do we have still too many troops? Yes, okay. I guess I'll get rid of my mark. There we go, and I guess for now I'll lower army maintenance. If I can survive without getting killed by a coalition, this will be a really good start. Yeah, the Pope is eventually going to become a one-province minor. There's almost no way the Pope survives that, but we'll see. Okay, sec. LIU. Trying to keep a strong group of allies, because now, of course, now there's a coalition forming. A one province pope, though, will be a lot easier to kill than a bigger pope. Still don't actually have the Renaissance through, which is kind of funny. You're good, but I don't think I'm going to keep you around just for that. Venice has warned me. That's okay. No. Might as well. Oh, I don't want to drill, do I? I need to pay back loans first. Specifically, the 228 gold we're in debt. Oh yeah, I should probably... the Pope has not yet lost me as a rival. They probably will, though, you're right. Once they lose Provence. Assuming they lose Provence. I've seen the Pope beat them before. But I don't see how the Pope wins that war now. Especially after all the land I stole. How large are we? Should be pretty big. 113. Oh, and I realize I missed the build to force land limit. Oops. Oh well, my bad. Definitely my bad. Yeah, I'm not going to vassalize the Pope. I'm going to take Rome at some point, kick them out of Italy. We're going to have negative yearly papal influence, though, for the rest of the game, pretty much. Maybe I won't kill the Pope. Maybe I'll leave them with Rome itself. Subjugating them might be worth it now that we got most of their land, but they're going to hate me forever. Well, actually not that bad, really. 62, that'll be gone in 30 years. Reasonable coalition, though, against me. Bavaria. I always find it hilarious how Bavaria gets involved in the affairs of Italy, even though they're in Germany. Doesn't make a lot of sense to my mind. There we go. Increase morale of armies. We're gonna be stacking a lot of morale. Really, though, the plutocratic ideas are just going to be so powerful in the long run. The yearly reduced unrest is great. The free merchant, the goods produced, especially since we're in Italy. The key point for me will be stacking modifiers and actually getting to Egypt at some point. Probably gonna have to beat up Venice for that. Or better yet, I should try and probably beat up Aragon at some point, and instead, I can offend you guys. There we go. Instead, try and leapfrog my way down here, maybe through Tunis. That might work. I don't know. I could also get Carthago delenda est. Carthage must die. Get that done. Yeah, what do we have going here? Aristocratic coup, lovely. I'm gonna have to strip land from these idiots, I think. Actually, no, because the generalship will expire before the event fires. Lovely. Good. Okay, bye, Mirtir. We'll see you when you're back. Got another hour or so to go. At least I'm feeling a little bit more of this game than I was of the other one. The other one just, I didn't really get into it, weirdly enough. Let's mothball the fort, actually. Get a little bit more money coming in, especially if we've got 200 some odd to pay back. I need as much gold as I can get early on. That would help a bit. Yeah. Let's reduce inflation a bit. Oh, that was dumb. I should have actually cored. Oops, my bad. I thought for some reason I'd already cored that. A lot of corruption. Oh, I suppose I could add land to the HRE, couldn't I? Might as well for now, I guess. There's no real reason not to. Austria will get a reform sooner. The first reform is really useful, so second one not as much. There we go. I was the deciding vote. Okay, can I attack? Nope, they immediately joined a coalition against me. Yipes. However, you are a 50% level 1 advisor, which is ridiculously cheap. So I will happily take you. Okay, coalition could get a little larger versus me, but I think we're doing a good job keeping it under control. I mean, it was worth it. What did we steal? 28, 40. We stole 40 for development. in a war. That's a lot for early game, especially Italy of all places. Good thing I had claims on a couple of them, otherwise we would not have gotten that much land. Huh. Interesting. Pope has got the Renaissance, not too concerned particularly. Faceting has now been gained in Constantinople. Cool. We have been excommunicated again. Not a big issue. We're a republic, so our ruler changes so fast. Excommunicating doesn't do anything. After all, we're going to have an election this September where we can get rid of our current guy. Yes, we'll take the penalty to papal influence because we don't really care what the Pope thinks right now. The Pope is our enemy, still. Despite losing Provence, the Pope still hates us. 28 development country can apparently rival me. We're going to replace you. There we go. Reduced unrest. Get rid of all those penalties. Get rid of those excommunication ones. Go try and excommunicate me now, Pope. You really can't. There we go. Do that. That. Boost that. Get that. Got to be careful about giving the estates too much influence. I almost had a whole noble revolt. Don't want that. What is the goal of this achievement? To form Egypt as starting as Florence without forming Italy in between. Unfortunately, apparently Italy is a late game tag, so you can't afford to do that. Which kind of sucks. I just realized we're going to be able to stack Condottieri up there. If we take Innovative, we're going to actually have reasonably, of course, in quotes, cheap mercenary maintenance. Unfortunately, it's still going to be huge. Yeah. 30 is at least half decently reasonable. Yeah, so it's going to be a long way before I actually get to the Mamluks, probably. Probably it's not going to be the Mamluks by the time I get there. It's probably going to be the Ottomans. Which means long time before I actually get the achievement. I think we may need to swap over and get an admin leader thing. Yeah, I might swap over and get a admin ruler next election. We're falling behind in admin power. Plus we want to get innovative ideas, probably. What does innovative and plutocratic do? Oh! Cheaper advisors and yearly prestige. Cool. Very interesting. Ferreira has rivaled me despite owning a single province. Okie dokie. I didn't think that was allowed. We're considerably larger than they are. There's any historical relevance? It is a reference to the movie Prince of Egypt, and it's also a reference to Machiavelli the Prince. So, as in the Prince in Italy and the Prince of Egypt, as in... let's see, that's Joseph, I think, if I remember my religious history. One of those. Let's do Justified Wars. So yes, this is kind of a random achievement. Clearly somebody thought of one and then decided to combine it into a second achievement. Otherwise it'd be the Prince, but what does that mean as Florence? Not much, so. Yeah, I'll remember to not form Italy. Even though Italy is such a strong country. I'm doing that in my Venice Let's Play anyhow, so I don't really feel too much pressure to do so. Okay, coalition against me is starting to disband a bit. Got a long ways to go, but it's a start. Ugh, I wouldn't mind the free merchant, but not falling behind in tech is key as well. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't think I'll take Rome. I just want to get large enough so that the Pope doesn't endlessly rival me. Because honestly, Tuscan ideas would encourage you to be friends with the Pope, dominate the College of Cardinals and the Curia and everything. Unfortunately, that will be a while before that occurs, because they hate me. Rename Rome to Don't Form Italy? I don't think I can rename it unless I own it. Yeah. Yeah, you can't rename it unless you own it. There we go, another loan paid down. Our interest is slowly getting under control. What war is Aragon involved in now? Aragon is attacking Tlemcen? No. Wait, what's this? What? How did Castile get Aragon to help them in a war? Oh, they did get the Iberian Union. Duh. Okay. I missed that for some reason. My bad. Okay, loans are under control. Everything else is doing good. Then give Rome back? Yeah, not worth it. The amount of aggressive expansion I'd get for doing that is not worth it. This is a slight problem that Venice has now formed a trade league involving both Rome and Ferrara and Mantua, so I don't really know who I can attack. I mean, I could pick on Urbino, but then I have to fight Genoa anyhow. Rally to Austria. This is going to be rough for a while. Oh well. It's not like we're in any particular rush to get there. After all, the longer the game ticks on, the better off we are. We'll take innovative ideas, start getting a tech lead, and just play tall for a while. Definitely need to take a admin ruler though. Nope. Ugh, our ruler's a sinner. Lovely. When we get excommunicated, we're going to be so intolerant of the true faith, it is going to be very sad. Luckily that -2 due to Bill of Rights should sustain things for a while. Okay, let's pay that down. Oh, okay, our advisor still hasn't died yet, which is unusual. I thought I would have lost another one. Unfortunately, we're in a waiting game situation. And we've been excommunicated again. What a surprise. What a lack of a surprise. Reality. That's gonna keep happening to us over and over and over and over until the Pope finally recognizes they just can't compete and stay in Rome. That or all the cores they have wear off. 150 years, yuck. Let's see, Pope gonna join the coalition versus me? No, they actually can't. That is hilarious. Everybody who I didn't declare war on can join the coalition against me, but the person I did declare war on can't. Unfortunately, the coalition is still very large. Being excommunicated, of course, is just making it worse. There's nothing good that comes out of being excommunicated in this game. I almost wish that statute and restraint of appeals here remove the penalty for being excommunicated, because you'll still get excommunicated. Or it should increase your chances of, you know, going Protestant or something. We actually have a cardinal, which is hilarious considering the Pope would love us to die. Hey, nice. Nice to see you too. Lots of people wandering in over time. Suppose I should turn these into states at some point. Okay, let's do this now. I'm gonna have to do it eventually. Central Italy as well. Oops. All this excommunicating is causing trouble with my allies. No, why? That's dumb. Send it off to improve relations with my ally, and it picks the only ally I have good relations with. Well, at least it's not terrible border gore. Problem is, how am I going to kick out Naples and Aragon if they're under Spain, of all places? Maybe if I'm lucky, Spain will lose the alliance. Oh wait, Spain wants to be allies. Sure. I'll ally myself to Castile, of all people. There we go. Keeping things well under control. Why do I... Oh, I must have had an event. Yep. I was going to say, why did I have an additional diplomatic slot? And the answer is event. Oh well, unfortunately that's going to fall away. Persia could have been a really great nation historically if they hadn't run into so many problems. I mean, they're still a pretty great nation. They could have dominated the world though. They had a big lead on a lot of the most of Europe, but big problems. Styria might actually get independence. This is kind of surprising. What is going on here? I'll tell you what's going on. The Austrians are not doing too well suppressing rebels. Because half their army's stuck over there. There we go, some more money. Get more liberty desire in the church. I think we'll stay Catholic. I don't think I want to go Protestant. I've heard that France does invade the Ming periodically. We want to replace you because you're a sinner. Why would we want you around? Excessive perfectionist, though. That's not a bad... that's honestly one of the least negative of the negative personality traits. Plus, I get to try and avoid ugly map borders. As if that actually has any gameplay mechanics whatsoever. Funny, though. Very funny. Let's get another merchant. Go. We are going to place them Alexandria, why not? Apparently we transfer some to Constantinople just by having traded there. A little bit more money coming our way. Every little bit helps. Plus we're not massively over our force limit anymore. Another thing that's going to help quite a bit. Unfortunately, we're still not making enough money to stay positive. Be cool to see a revolutionary empire in one of these games. That's a mechanic that is very sorely neglected in its chances of actually firing. Looks like Austria managed to squash the Styrian revolt. Had to move their army all the way back from Holland, though. Sorry, Brabant. That's a shame. I've only ever seen the Styrian rebels win once. It's kind of cool when they did. They really made Austria entirely useless until they reconquered them, which took about 4 years, really. There we go. Surely that's enough money. It is. Good. We can actually support our military now. Oh, it's a shame that Lucca is allied to Milan and Savoy. Otherwise, they'd be ideal to wipe out. Ugh, that's unfortunate. This coalition is lasting a long time. Nope. Oh, that's disappointing. I thought I got a level 1 50% off advisor, but it turns out I just have a level 1 advisor who's cheaper to hire, apparently. There we go. Ferrara has departed the coalition, probably because they're getting absolutely annihilated by Guilty. And apparently they're allied to Friesland, of all places. Well, never let it be said that Europa doesn't have weird things occurring while you play it. Let's actually save money. Go for the younger fella. 2 more gold. He's got like 5-10 years more lifespan. All the better to give me tons of admin points because we are starting to seriously fall behind in admin tech from where we should be. These guys are already tech 7. They did go the presidential dictator though, so they might collapse back into a kingdom. The 666 ruler, possibly. There we go. Coalition has collapsed as Venice has gotten annihilated by rebels. Wow. What happened there? However, they still would join to defend because of how much they hate me. Oh well. What's up with Mega Tunis? That's pretty normal for Tunis these days. They start out with all of this. All they've done is conquered like 5 provinces, 5-6 provinces. Their name just looks rather large. No way to attack there. Okay, let's take the tech. Get a hut ahead time in tech and save up, I guess. Well, we'll take the little bit of additional missionary strength, I guess. Even though Venice has lost quite a few provinces to rebels, they're still going to defend their trading league. Unfortunately. We are a little under a third the size of Austria. We're definitely the strongest of the Italian nations. Problem is, we're not dominating Italy yet. Because every single province nation is in a silly trade league. Ugh. As soon as one of those trade leagues collapses, though, I'm going to pounce. Take some land, get a little bit larger, then start to figuring out. I can pretty much guarantee you I can't form a coalition versus these guys. I've almost never managed to form a coalition in this game because the AI is so paranoid about going overextended. Yeah, would work if I could actually do that. Let's just take another one. We want one who has actual positive skill, like not an embezzler, for example. Let's avoid the embezzlers. Embezzlement is not allowed. Sure. I'll give this to the clergy. Boost their influence a little bit. Yes, I will do trustworthy allies. Not the most useful thing. Additional Diplo points, but it's not bad either. Policy change will be in order at some point, Pope. It's amazing how slow playing in Italy is early game. But if you conquer Italy, you come out of it a great power on par with France, so... guess it all adds up in the end. Maybe I should start plotting against Venice itself. Try and take some of their rich provinces on the coast. The odds of me actually taking Venetia itself are slim to none, but that. Can you make Iran an EU4? No, you cannot make Iran an EU4. I don't think Iran is even a tag in this game. You can form Persia, though. I think you can form Iraq, but not Iran. Actually, I know you can form Iraq. You can get Iraq. I don't think you can form it per se, though. Yeah. Yeah, Iran doesn't exist. At least not at this start date. It could appear in a later one. I'm not sure about that, so... the Pope excommunicated somebody who's not me. Okay. As long as the Pope doesn't keep excommunicating me, we're in great shape. Although it'd be lovely if they would lose their rivalry with me. I should probably blockade them at some point. Of course, then I'll have to unblockade them later on, but... or embargo them, sorry, my bad. Sometimes the terms all kind of blur together after a while. And then Mantua. Persia's really powerful in this game. If you can manage to form Persia, you're pretty well all set. Only people who can really kill you are either the Mughals, if they're alive, or the Ottomans. Pretty much no one else can just really get there, let alone fight you. No, we want tech. More tech the better, even though goods produced is a lovely modifier. We do wine, which is nice. We also have cows, grapes, lots of wine. Do we want state firearm? It's strong, isn't it? We'll go for that for now. We're not in any wars, so we can afford a slightly higher maintenance. Plus 20% because of the angry nobility. Thanks, nobility. Yeah, the Mughals are really powerful. You just have to be of the culture. The only reason Persia is as powerful as it is because they get all the Shiite bonuses and stuff. Sorry, yeah. They get those. They get bonus morale from that, which is pretty powerful. Look at this. Poor Poland, Lithuania is being annihilated by Hungary. Kind of feel sorry for them. Even Denmark's getting involved in conquering them. Wow. Brandenburg's expanding. Castile is squashing Granadan separatists. And our use is still guaranteed by the Ottomans. Interesting to see Poland and Lithuania get crushed so quickly. It happens. Unfortunately, they have a great initial game, then a weak game, and then a stronger later on. Second reform of the HRE. More reduced unrest. Cool. At least we know our people are vaguely happy. -7 unrest. And we're gonna get cannon soon. Funny. I haven't ever come across a bug where you couldn't create or move artillery, but I suppose it probably existed at some point. Let's get what we can. Claims on Venice. Ideally, I'd like to take their capital, but the odds of that are pretty much non-existent. They have no allies, though. I need a good young ruler here. Someone who is not corrupt, not evil. Malevolent would work. Ooh, careful would be lovely. If I gave Austria land, they might join. How are we doing with favors? Every 5 years. Oh. Quite a while before we could use them. We could get Milan and myself, but then we'd be fighting Pope, Ferrara, Salzburg, Mantua, and the Knights, plus Corfu and Naxos. Could be worse. Steel would be another one I'd like to pull into the war if I could. Alas, that will be impossible for a while. How soon can I get admin support? 3 years. Also, I gotta remember that Venice has a much larger military than I do. 22. 12. Together, me and Milan could probably beat them, but all their little annoying trading buddies would be a problem. I suppose I could just wait till the Ming get attacked by the Ottomans and lose all these possessions. Looks like the Ottomans are fighting the Mamelukes. Yes, and they are wiping out the Mamelukes. Wow. Ooh, I could declare a no CB war on the Mamelukes right now. How bad would that be? Could I win it though? Oh, I couldn't win that war. Oh, I'll have to wait. Don't need to get too greedy. I've got time. Eventually the Ottomans will start beating them up. At which point I can get involved. We've been excommunicated again. You think the Pope would know that it really doesn't do much at this point and just leave me alone? I just want to be left alone, Pope. There we go. Almost got Admin Tech 7, which will be the start of an immense focus into innovation. Get a nice large tech lead going and a lot of tech discounts. And then we'll see how things work out. When can I get that? Oh, we're gonna go into debt again, or I lose admin points. Ugh. Let's do that. I don't want to waste another one there. Innovative. There we go. I don't actually know what provinces I need to form Egypt. I haven't actually ever formed Egypt, ever, in Europa. Probably something fairly elaborate, I've got to imagine. In order to form it, let's see. I have to control Cairo, Rosetta, Damietta, Alexandria, and Fayoum. And have Cairo as the capital. And I have to admin tech of 20, so there's not a huge rush. I have to control this, mostly. And apparently control something down there if Fayoum is part of it. Boy, they really got beat up by the Ottomans. That was a particularly large conquest this early in the game. And my people don't even care about it because they're on the other side of the world. To them. Okay. I think we are going to become stable soon. Seriously, these guys are rivaling me again? Everybody rivals me. Ottomans are attacking Venice. Okay, let's see what we can do. If we were to attack Venice, everybody would still join at this point. Oh wait, is Venice not being directly attacked? Oh, they're attacking Albania. Well, that sucks. Hungary's doing well. Look at Pomerania, though. Wow. We're going to probably see Pomerania form Prussia at this rate. Brandenburg apparently lost Neumark. And a few other provinces. Unlucky for them. Okay, let's get stable. We don't have too much longer here, so... "17 more minutes on the stream, and then I think that will be it for today." But in the meantime, I really would like to see Venice get really beaten up by the Ottomans. Jeez, I'm losing government progress left and right here. That's crazy. Unfortunately, I can't lower autonomy yet, even if I wanted to. On the other hand, I could technically attack Mantua. And could I attack Ferrero? Let's see. We're gonna keep you for now. Wait, do I? Oh, that they're a rival, so I could humiliate them. I see. Yes, we will do that. Once I get enough claims, I might actually go after them, because Austria is going after Venice as well. Oops, Tlemcen's no longer a valid rival. I'm going to have to adjust for that, aren't I? Tlemcen, revoke embargo. It's kind of weird how your Diplomats travel instantly to a country, but then take a long time in returning. Can I play some Crusader Kings 2 sometime? Yeah, I'm probably going to play, might even do a series when the new expansion Holy Fury comes out. I really do enjoy it. It was my first Paradox game, really, that I played a lot of time on. Switched to Europa later on, once it became, in some ways, a more unique game. But I really want to try out some of the new religion mechanics that they're introducing, specifically the non-Christian ones, although Christian would be cool. Kind of want to try reforming religions and seeing what the best benefits are for pagan countries. Be cool. Austria is calling me to war versus Venice. Okay. Let's do it. The war is definitely in Austria's favor. Let's go siege the Pope out of the war if we can. Don't have a particularly good general. Oh, can Persia form from Iran? No. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of feeling like it might be the last DLC for Crusader Kings 2. I hope it isn't. It's an amazing game. They've been doing it for, what, 5, 6, 7 years now. In the meantime, I've also gone through like 3 or 4 computers, which either tells you something about the game or tells you something about the survivability of my average computer. So, okay. If we can piece out the Pope, I don't think we'll be given Rome. That would be amazing if we were. To the point that I might actually keep Rome just to kick the Pope out of Italy. We'll see. Let's get a claim there. These guys aren't in the war, but I might as well get the claim set up for any future wars that might elapse. We will spy on Venice. Oh, what's going on here? The Ottoman... Oh, wait a second. What? Okay, sorry, that's not Austria. For some reason I thought Austria was in the war versus the Ottomans, and I was very confused. Yeah. Eventually Albania will peace out because it'll get the 100% war score there. How did I attack the Pope as Florence? I just declared war on the Pope. I had a 2 Miltech lead. I was against the Pope, Ferrara, and Utrecht, and I almost lost. I honestly should have, but I did recover. It helped that the Pope got attacked by Aragon midway through the war. That saved me a lot of trouble. We need better discipline, since I'm all about the discipline right now. The Pope should leave the war. With the Pope out of the war, that pretty much narrows down the actual people in the fight to Venice and their little cronies. Do we like our ruler? We do like our ruler, but he's old. I'm gonna make our ruler a commander. There we go. It's not perfect, but we'll have to do. Oh, happy burgers. Lovely. It's a shame we can't find a way to stack plutocratic with noble ideas and do it really well. Yeah, that's part of the fun as the Crusader Kings, is it's much more of a random environment. It's also harder to die, and by and large, wars are fought over very little amounts of land. Big wars will be fought over like a single province or two. It's kind of amusing to play it. But yeah, I do enjoy it. The only problem I see with it is that, very much unlike Europa, if you're a small nation, you're pretty much doomed. It's very easy to build into a large country and very hard to beat large countries. Obviously there are exceptions, but getting allies is difficult. Austria apparently wiped out Salzburg. Interesting. Hey, I got given Rome. Cool. I'm gonna keep it, I think. They keep it. Let's see, where'd the Pope end up? Maybe the Pope hasn't moved yet. Do I want Rome? 30 development. Oh yeah, I'll take it. We're been excommunicated and everything else, so the odds of us actually getting anything are virtually non-existent. I'll spend 1 to get slightly better favors, and where did the Papacy end up? The Papacy has yet to move because we haven't had the demand to return land yet. Okay. Urbino did not join the HRE, so we're still going to have Shadow Kingdom. That's honestly slightly too bad. I would have been happy with Shadow Kingdom being stopped in some ways. Especially if I'm going to become a kingdom, I could always... could I vassal swarm them? Technically I could. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to attack you guys, because Venice would join. No, that is the one annoying part, is how many people die, like, ridiculously often. I could release the Pope as a vassal, right? Oh, I'd have to give them 4 provinces, though. We'll never support such a state. Rome is ours. And usually, and we'll see if it occurs, the Pope will get another province somewhere in the world. There we are. The Pope has relocated to one of Traire's provinces. And more importantly, though, is not one of my rivals. So if I can improve their relations, they will leave me alone. Leave me alone in Italy. There we are. Austria has arranged for excommunication to be lifted. Lovely. The Pope still despises me. Oh, actually, the Pope doesn't hate me that much. Cool. Okay, that actually went better than I expected it to go, to be honest. We managed to grab Rome. We managed to absolutely lose all papal influence income, which we've kind of lost anyway. Yeah. Okay. No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't really like renaming provinces. That was a lovely steal, I agree. It was about as perfect as one gets. Still really broke though, which is frustrating. Okay. Ragusa has rivaled me. Interesting. Not particularly somebody I would normally be worried about, but the guaranteed by the Ottomans is annoying. Look at them go! Wow. They got Kosovo. Actually, no, they didn't get Kosovo. Guess that's lucky. I'm going to boost my monarch by my whatever we have. Gonfalleone or whatever. To get some slightly better stats. Plus, the aggressive expansion is nice if we want to fight another war. Most people in Italy hate us, though. Most people everywhere kind of hate us, but I think that's partially due to not supporting the Rome. Yeah. Traire's the new Rome, yes. Traire, well, actually, Koblenz is right now. Traire is right next to it, though. We'll see if the Pope dies. I've actually seen when the Pope relocates to the HRE, they tend to get killed by everybody. It's kind of amusing. But we'll see how it goes. Austria's called for a crusade versus the Ottomans. That's not going to help. This is a very good Ottomans. They are doing very well considering the time frame. Yeah, unfortunately Kosovo is Ottomans. If it stayed under Ragusa, they'd become a lot stronger because the gold mines, as it is, the Ottomans are going to be getting golds. But usually the AI is too stupid to develop gold provinces, so it's not the biggest problem in the world. Mothball forts. I want to keep the drilling going as much as we can, because having high army professionalism will be rather key to our expansion. Milan is in a little bit of trouble, it looks like. That's not good. Well, maybe it wouldn't be too terrible. Can't say I'd be too angry if Milan started to collapse to Venice, because then I could march in and restore it. Let's make Rome a core. And add it to the HRA for the very short remaining time. There we go. We will not stay as part of the... Oh, whoa, wait a second. Oh, that sucks. Okay, no, I didn't. Okay. Okay, I thought I was pretty positive I said I didn't want to be part of the HRE, so I don't know why the modifier popped up for a moment. Okay, we're not part of the HRE. We have slightly offended Austria, but it's not the worst. Who is my first ally? Milan. Second ally was Savoy. Third ally was Venice. Fourth ally was Castile. So we got about 2 minutes left on this, so not much longer. Mirtir, if you're trying to ally people in Crusader Kings, most of the time you either have to be friends with them, like good friends, like as under they're under your friends tab, or you have to be related to them, either through marriage, which is the big way, or of your dynasty, which is the pretty common other way. So it's harder to get allies and harder to maintain allies. So most of your power rests on yourself and your vassals, is essentially what it comes down to. So it's very tricky to have allies. Really, you marry into alliances and then you lose them next generation. Let's get some more diplo power and admin power and military power. Oh, apparently not military power because they don't have enough influence. We will give them... We're not going to give them Rome. We'll give them Anaconan, however you say that. Ancona. And then we should be able to, yes, military support. Finish off the plutocratic idea tree for the additional institution spread, loyalty, but also the manpower recovery, which is going to be huge in the long run. Especially if we stack that manpower recovery of 20% with quantity of 20%, that would be 40% manpower recovery speed, which would be crazy. Anyhow, I should probably start to move this to a close. Okay, we'll increase the aristocracy a little bit. So, not the best live stream session that I've ever had, but we did a pretty good job. Unfortunately, the other one is pretty much just to write it off as, oh, I died. We've got accepted cultures now. Let's just tick to the next month, see how much money we have. Not too much. Okay, well, we're definitely the largest state in Italy, outside of obviously Aragon and Castile. Oh, sorry, Castile rather. Maybe Venice. So I think I might continue this another stream, but also you guys should look forward to what's going to be a new series coming out, seeing as Rogue Legacy ended today. Still not entirely sure what it's going to be. Probably Age of Empires. But I'm also tempted to do a Dark Souls one as well, just because it's a bit more action-packed than turn-based, a little bit more exciting for me, but we'll see. If you guys haven't voted, there's a poll on the community tab on my channel page. So hopefully you guys will do that. And keep watching the Venice videos, and thank you guys all for being here. So bye for now.